Hi there, thanks for joining me. We're talking about one of our foundational exercises today, which is our shoulder blade retractors. Our shoulder blade retractor muscles sit at the base of our shoulder blades and are responsible for holding our shoulder blades in their set position, their optimal position. Because we often sit a lot during our day, we have a tendency to curl our shoulders that little bit forward. That makes it hard for our shoulder blade retractor muscles to fully operate. So today we're going to be tuning into our shoulder blade retractors. This is an important postural muscle group to be aware of, and I will use that muscle group a lot in my cueing. So if you hear me say shoulders back and down, that is your shoulder blade retractors that I'm asking to get into position, ready to work to keep your shoulders in a safe and posturally comfortable position. So what I would like you to do is to take your hands, we're actually gonna do it one at a time. Take a hand and draw some big circles in front of you. You can imagine that you're washing a window. And pay attention to how your shoulder blade moves as you do this. So if you're doing big sweeping circles, your shoulder blade is likely coming up, around, and down. Let's go the other direction as well. Okay, so in this particular example, our shoulder blade retractors are not particularly working, most likely, and that's okay. But now we want to get them to turn on to create a more powerful, slightly smaller circle. So what I want you to do is think about shrugging your shoulder back and down. And we don't need to do this with full power. So I want you to feel like the base of your shoulder blade just got a little hug. You have a muscle there that's now holding the base of your shoulder blade in place. If these muscles are not used to doing that for you, if you find you spend more time in a slightly rounded position, this might feel new for you, and that's okay. It's something you can practice. But for now, we're finding that muscle by shrugging our shoulder back and down. And we're gonna hold that muscle in place while we do our window washes now. So if you can see, my window washing circles have become smaller, but I feel like I have more power while I do them. So now I can use some of the other muscles of my shoulder into my chest more optimally because, we can change direction here, because that shoulder blade is being held in place. Last one here. Awesome. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Side to side, sometimes we have differences. Maybe you've experienced a shoulder injury on one side, so we want to see how it feels on that second side as well. So give me some big circles to start with. We're noticing how that shoulder blade feels as it moves around on your back, tracking up and down, slightly to the side, and then we're circling back the other direction. Great, last one there. All right, let's use that shoulder blade retractor now. So again, I'm pulling my shoulders back and down. Not so hard that I feel like I'm changing anything in the curvature of my lower spine, just enough to get those muscles holding the shoulder blade in a set position. From there, I'm gonna do my same window washers. And I'm going to see if I can keep that shoulder blade held in place. Again, smaller moves now, but more powerful. Last one here. Awesome. We're going to use them in one more plane of movement, and then we'll let them have a little rest. All right, so I'm going to side number one again. We're going to let that shoulder blade retractor release just for a minute. I want to see what it feels like as I run my hands up an imaginary wall, all the way up to my full comfortable range of motion. Don't force anything that your shoulder doesn't want to do. So reaching my hand, sliding it up an imaginary wall and down, and I'm feeling that shoulder blade come up and then set down. Let's do one more. All right, and then let's do that same side with shoulder blade retractor, holding that shoulder blade in place. So the same thing is going to happen. I'm not going to move through quite as large a range of motion, but I feel like I have more power. I'm using the other muscles to their best advantage in this way. Last one here. Great. And then let's try the same on the other side. So again, to start with, that shoulder blade retractor can have a little rest. We're going to let the shoulder blade come way up and down from whatever is our comfortable range of motion here. Good. We'll do 2 more. And 1. And then we're going to let that shoulder blade retractor set in place. Shoulder is back and down. Muscle is ready to hold as I now slide my hand up and down the imaginary wall with a smaller range of motion, but more powerful. Great. Last 2. And 1. All right, so that is your introduction to shoulder blade retractors, a very important postural muscle. These are a great one to practice as well as you're driving, setting those shoulders back and down. We have a tendency to move forward a little bit as we have something out front, whether it's a book, whether it's our computer and keypad, or whether when we're driving to rotate those shoulders forward. So this is bringing them back into the set position, keeping us up nice and tall through our spine. Have fun practicing your shoulder blade retractor exercises. Thank you.